Hey guys, it's Legend Okage. Today, I'm bringing you a very quick video on how to clean out your vault. It is something that I've always struggled with, and now I have a really good method of doing it. I want to start by just doing a quick shout out to TM Manius, his dim filter gallery. This is what I started with, was his master filter here for armor. It's really helpful, but I found that I was starting to keep a lot more armor than I actually needed. So I took this and simplified it to my needs. So all you need to do is take this query, you select all, and you just simply paste in the search bar here. And you can see it all highlights everything that you should dismantle or could dismantle. Now you should always do a quick glance over as you're dismantling to make sure there wasn't anything missed. But to go through on how this filter works, the first line here is looking for any weapons that aren't in the wish list for Dim. I just go with the default wish list. I think you're able to edit it if you need to add something in there, but usually if there's like a custom god roll for me, I just mark it as tagged. Next is any exotic duplicates or exotic weapons. So you can see here I have 2 Dead Man's Tail, so one of them is going to end up being dismantled because I don't need more than one. Next up is armor. The first armor query here, which is the main one, really just, it doesn't keep any, or it keeps any piece of armor that has higher than 20 and 3 stats, with recovery being at least one of those stats, as well as any armor with a specific stat spread of at least 20 recovery, 5 discipline, 15 intellect, and 5 strength. And then it also keeps any armor that has at least 15 recovery, and this should be 10 intellect, and it has over 60 base stat total. Those are just the stat spreads. If I want, you can simplify this more, or you can make it more complex to your needs. I find really the only stats you need is recovery, and then intellect's always good. That's mainly for PvP, just so you can get supers first. But if you want to stack discipline, make that discipline. If you want to stack strength, make that strength. Then any class item that isn't in a loadout, and then any blue item. And then this line here is universal filters. So applying to all these filters, it won't include anything that's tagged at my character's current max power, is in any of my loadouts, or is masterworked. And then I only apply this to weapons and armor so that I don't mess with like sparrows, ghosts, ships, any of that. So once you have that in here, all you do is click on your character and transfer search. You'll see Dim will start shuffling things around. I'll usually then, if there's anything that's still grayed out, I'll move them out of my inventory just so that I don't accidentally dismantle them. And while this is a very good filter, it's not a catch-all. Like here, I have Surrounded Tireless Blade Sword, Surrounded Tireless Blade. So same exact roll that's being kept. You still want to kind of do a quick glance over to catch anything like that. So I can get rid of one of these. That has sword mask, so we'll get rid of this one. And then that all gets transferred to your character, and all you gotta do is dismantle from here. As I said, always take a very quick peek to make sure there's nothing that you don't want to dismantle. But from here, you're just going through and dismantling. So here's an example of something that didn't get caught by the wish list. Feeding Frenzy 1 for all. To me, that's a pretty solid roll, so I'm just gonna lock it and continue dismantling other things. Here's another example of Rapid Hit Frenzy. That to me seems pretty solid. So that's why you always just want to do a quick look over to make sure. All right, and when everything is dismantled, just simply go back into Dim. You can try refreshing it from here. If it does not automatically update like that, just move a item from anywhere and it will force an update to the API for Dim to hit your current inventory status. And then for anything like here, I just go ahead and tag those as keep because I don't want to dismantle those. And then you go ahead and you just transfer again. And once again, you just take the quick look through, make sure there is nothing that the filter may have missed. If it does miss anything, always just take a quick look on, make the quick tweak to it. Just keep repeating this process until everything you have is cleaned out. You can see here it didn't refresh right away. So if I move something here and then refresh, it updates. The only thing I have left is some boots here. There is some stuff Postmaster, but I'm not too about it right now. After this, I'll just show you what I do with my weapons every now and then. I'll use this filter pretty much at least once a week because because it's a very simple thing to do. As for weapons, what I will occasionally do is just do an is weapon to highlight all my weapons, go here then and clear tag, and then I just run that filter again. And as you can see, not everything got highlighted right away because of that is masterwork. I want to clean out some of my masterwork stuff, so I'm going to remove that tag quick. You can see stuff in here that's masterwork and doesn't necessarily meet the criteria, and I'm going to transfer it to my character and see what I want to keep and what I don't. Anything that I don't necessarily want to keep anymore, I just go ahead and get rid of. Going back in there. Another thing I might throw in here at times is wishlist dupe. And so this situation here where I remembered I have multiple of the Way of the Foxes and I don't necessarily need multiple of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this again, compare some of those Way of the Foxes because they're all snapshot opening shot. Lens, looted, tactical mag. I think that one's going to be the keeper. This end doesn't have fluted or anything. Some stuff like Dire Promise, this is more of a PvP role. This is more of a PvE. But yeah, this one also has fluted, but it doesn't have handling masterwork would be the only other thing I'm looking for. Auto-loading recom is good. I don't need hipfire recom. There's feeding frenzy one for all. Surplus Wellspring I don't need. Keep my auto-loading Vorpal shotgun. All this stuff in here is good. And you can always just use dim for the well. You don't have to really go in game. Might be this side of game first. Get all your tags in play. Would be nice. And I am good to just go ahead and pick recom. Filling when eating. And that's all I have for cleaning my vault. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.